Hi, let's read the two stories, The Washington Monument and An Amazing Sight. After you listen to the stories, you will write down one fact about the Washington Monument and one fact about Mount Rushmore, which is what this story is about. And then after that, you will write one additional fact about a place that you have visited. So you will write three facts. Listen to the story. The Washington Monument. The Washington Monument is a white, pointy tower that reaches high into the sky. It is located in our country's capital, Washington, D.C. The tower was built to honor George Washington. It opened in 1889. It's as tall as a 50-story building and has 897 steps. But people don't have to climb to get to the top. It has an elevator too. Thousands of people visit the monument each year. All right, the Washington Monument. There it is. Take a minute and take a look at the picture. Notice that the buildings are pretty low, okay? Look pretty far down from the top of the monument. So it does say that it is a 50-story building. That means that it has 50 levels, 50 floors, all right? 50 floors or 50 levels. But the good thing is that it does have an elevator, so you don't have to climb all the way to the top. Now, I do notice there might be some windows here, so it would be interesting to see what it looks like inside or what everything looks like from up there. The Washington Monument. All right, pretty cool. Now, an amazing sight. This is Mount Rushmore, and it's a mountain in which they have carved the faces of 4 presidents. And this is one of the places that I've always wanted to visit. And so let's read about it. Maybe you'll want to visit too. Lee had always wanted to visit Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore. And here he was. He stared at the 4 huge heads of the presidents. It was hard to believe they were carved right into the mountain. Okay, so in this story, they talk about Lee, and we don't really know who Lee is, but we know that he is a character in the story that we're reading. And so here, he says, Dad. So Lee must be a kid. All right, so there is a character talking here about Mount Rushmore. In this story, there was no character. It was just a narrator, just someone talking about the monument. But in this story, there's a person. So it says, Dad, Lee said, did you know that each head is as tall as a 6-story building? The noses are 20 feet tall, or long, I'm sorry. Their noses, just their noses are 20 feet long. That's amazing. 20 feet. Now, this building is 6 stories, or these are 6 stories tall. And remember that the Washington Monument was 50 stories tall. So that shows me that the Washington Monument is way taller than the mountains. Wow, said Dad. I wonder what would happen if they sneezed. That's silly. Lee laughed. Yeah, that made me laugh too. He thought as he saw George Washington wink and smile too. Now, could that really happen? I don't think so. It was his imagination. But imagine if George Washington winked and smiled. And this one here is George Washington. All right. I hope you enjoyed the story. So it's your turn. I want you to find one fact about the Washington Monument, one fact about Mount Rushmore, and then give me a fact about a place that you have visited. Look at my example and then do your own. Thanks.